Zetian entered the imperial court as a 14-year-old concubine to Emperor Taizong, one of many women placed within a rigid structure where approval defined survival and influence was limited to proximity. She held no authority of her own, and when the emperor died, she was removed from the palace entirely and sent to a convent where she continued her training, becoming a Tao sorceress. Her role within the system was erased as though it had never existed, and she was left to continue living in confinement and abuse. But she made sure to return. Because Emperor Gaozong liked Wu Zetian and the Empress Wang wanted to please him, she insisted that Zetian be brought back to court. Given this opportunity, Zetian was again close to power, but this time, her rise did not depend on favor or status. It depended on control, and control required the removal of anyone who stood between her and authority. Her first target was Empress Wang. Wu Zetian did not confront her directly. She waited for the right moment and created the conditions for her removal. After she gave birth to the emperor's daughter, the child was found dead. The death did not remain unexplained. Wu Zetian blamed Empress Wang, accusing her of murder and forcing the court to respond. The accusation was enough. Empress Wang was stripped of her title, imprisoned, and removed from power. She and another consort were later executed, their bodies mutilated before death, their fate serving as a demonstration of what happened to those who lost position within the system. With the Empress gone, Wu Zetian took her place, secured by the tragedy of her lost child. From that point forward, resistance became visible only long enough to be eliminated. Officials who opposed her authority were accused of conspiracy, removed from their positions, and executed or exiled. These accusations did not require evidence. They required alignment from the system, and the system responded accordingly. Interrogations produced confessions, confessions justified punishment, and punishment removed opposition. As concubines became pregnant and gave birth to children of the emperor, Zetian found ways to get rid of them so only her children were left. As her power grew, her family wanted to come to live at the palace and enjoy her wealth. This wasn't tolerated, and many members of her family suddenly died, were imprisoned, executed, or poisoned. When Zetian heard that Z was considering one of her nieces to be a concubine, she had her poisoned, blaming another niece. As Emperor Gaozong's health declined, the flow of authority shifted. Orders continued to be issued under his name, but the decisions behind them no longer came from him. Wu Zetian controlled governance directly, managing the structure while maintaining the appearance of continuity. By the time the emperor died, the transition had already occurred. Her sons were placed on the throne, but their position did not grant them power. When one attempted to act independently, he was removed. Another replaced him, and when he failed to conform, he was also removed. The title of emperor remained, but authority had been separated from it. Wu Zetian did not act as regent. She finally declared herself emperor, becoming the first and only female emperor of the Tang dynasty. By that point, there was no remaining structure capable of resisting the declaration. The court had already been cleared of opposition, and those who remained operated within a system defined by surveillance, accusation, and enforcement. Loyalty was not assumed. It was monitored. Disloyalty was not debated. It was punished. Individuals identified as threats were imprisoned, executed, or removed along with their families, ensuring that resistance could not reorganize itself after the fact. Control extended beyond the individual to the network around them, eliminating not just opposition, but the possibility of its return. Under Wu Zetian, the system functioned exactly as it had been shaped, through removal, enforcement, and control of information. Her authority was maintained by ensuring that no alternative could exist within the structure. She was empress for 50 years until the Lis carried out a coup and placed themselves once again as rulers of the empire. To understand how systems like this are built, reinforced, and repeated across different periods of history, read L, Origin of the Blood.